November 24th, and you are listening to episode 120 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where Tobin and I are playing Left 4 Dead co-op.
Dude, there are a lot of goddamn zombies in this room. Where are you?
Oh, dude, I just found a med kit.
A med kit? Who gives a shit about a med kit? I'm getting skull-fucked by a witch over here.
Oh, yeah, I got a phone call. Hold on. Yeah? No, I'm not doing anything important. What's up?
Oh my god, a tank just threw a goddamn wall at me! Shh! Bang! Fuck, I'm dead!
Yeah, no, I'll see you later. Okay, where were we? Oh, look, here's a safe room. What happened to you, dude?
I hate you so much. I'm Tobin Kazooie.
And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. This week we are talking about Left 4 Dead, Zombies, Sonic Unleashed, and Banjo Kazooie. Uno.
First one.
Oh yes, and Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
The whole universe.
The entire.
Our new releases include Chrono Trigger, Super Street Fighter 2 HD Remix, Donkey Punch Go Fucker Edition, and the Age of Empires Mythologies.
Mythologies. As always, we'll have site news, culture, and community section. But let's get started with Left 4 Dead by Valve.
Oh, no, wait, I'm not coming with you. I'm over here. You're dead.
Oh, I have tons of medkits over here. Don't you wish you had one? They actually just need wine.
That's true.
That will take care of everything.
Where's the pimp cups? Where's the pimp cups? Oh no!
This is my casual
yes.
cup.
Well, there's big pimpin' and then there's little pimpin'. So this week we're little pimpin'.
That's right. Isn't that a Burger King game? Oh no, Big Bumpin'.
Big Bumpin'. Yeah, Big Pimpin' is Jay-Z. All right,
what are we talking about?
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead. So this is a game we've been waiting for a long time. We played it at PAX, and it blew our socks off.
It did. It's Valve,
so Valve.
It already has a good pedigree.
Yes, but not only that, it's another one of those things where you just have a bunch of guys doing their own little zombie thing using the Source engine.
Yes.
Valve said, "Hey, what are you guys doing over there? Oh, that looks really good."
I didn't know that was the story behind this. This is like Portal. Just like one of those things where people are like, "Rah!" And then Valve was like, "Observe these buckets of money that we'd like to give you."
They're like, "No,
we want to stay independent." Yes, we would love to come work for you.
Yes, once you wash yourself with money once, you know, it's just one of those things.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
What's the game? The game is 4 people are sticking together, and that's the key mechanic, right? 4 people sticking together against an endless horde of zombies.
You don't always, because you can be Left 4 Dead, together, right? Yes. And that happens a lot in this game. But yeah, it's basically a co-op game. And you're going through all your campaigns, and you're fighting a lot of zombies, but they also have versus mode.
Yes.
So you're playing, I guess you're doing the exact same thing, right? During the campaign, except you have other people playing the zombies. Which is really
so that I knew that was going to be possible, but we didn't get a chance to check that out at PAX, and I don't believe I checked that out in the demo. Wasn't the demo only co-op?
Demo was only co-op.
So this is the shit. Like,
I know.
This really jumped out at me as really cool, where you get to play as humans, and we played as that first, and then all of a sudden we all died, and they're like, okay, you're a boomer.
Yeah.
Find somewhere to spawn. I'm like, you can't spawn here. And I'm like, watching the humans. Like, you can always see what the humans are doing.
Yes.
So you just go duck around a corner. It's like, you want to spawn here? It's like, yeah. And then you like come out. You're like, fuck you! It's awesome. And then they kill you. And then you're just like, you're trying to find. And the thing is in the game, generally speaking, the zombies come from wherever you're going. Like, they'll kind of run at you.
Not always, but
they'll come from everywhere. But I mean, like, you can really, when you're fucking with other humans, it's like they clear out a whole room.
You're like,
and they leave that room and you can spawn in it. Like, right behind it. Like, you're never, ever safe.
Oh, and not only that, they also have all these extra little areas where you can, little footprints. You can climb up.
Yeah.
You can get into spots where they don't even go. So if you're a smoker, right, which is the big tongue guy.
Yeah.
You basically go and you hide, you go, bleh, and you basically grab them. You start pulling them up and start choking them. It's just awesome. So there's that kind of aspect of it, and I think the campaigns are structured very similarly. I noticed. So there isn't that much variety. There's variety in theme.
Right.
But for the most part, every campaign has 5 acts.
Right.
The very last one, you are getting rescued.
Yeah.
For the most part.
So you basically team up with 4 people, and each one is each act is. You run from the beginning to the end, and then there's a safe room. And when everybody gets in the safe room, or everyone who's still alive gets in the safe room, which doesn't always happen.
No, Tobin was left behind
it was like one of these things where it's like I'm healing myself, and I look up, and there's 4 dudes in the back. I'm like, guys, wait! Oh! So we got better at it. I mean, it's one of those things where your first instinct, from every game you've ever played, is your buddy's doing one thing, you're off on the other, you're fucking running and gunning. You maybe come back and check in with each other, but this one, it's like. There's parts where you need to all be facing different directions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And just wave upon wave of zombies.
And they specifically made the game where a certain of the special zombies will go and grab you, and there's nothing you can do. Like when a hunter is on top of you, like clawing your face off, if there's nobody around to knock it off, you're going to die.
It's all about teammates. So it's like you get caught by the tongue on the smoker. You get the hunter, do whatever. I mean, like, tank, there's not much you can do. The tank looks like the Incredible Hulk. Like, the Incredible Hulk died and rotted for a year and then came back, and it's just like he is just unstoppable.
There's nothing you can... Basically, he goes and picks one of the persons and then just, like, barrages the hell out of you until you're dead.
Yeah,
so and everybody else has to, like, just
everyone
shoot.
else needs to, like, you know... But I love that he'll just grab pieces of wall and he's just like... Whoa!
Dude, you know what's even better than that?
What's that?
When you get to be the tank. And
that's
random. So, like, the best thing about the game is, like, there's this AI director who decides how the level's going to work, and it's different every time. So it's looking at how much health you have, how much ammo you have, and all this stuff. Because if you're like... Because I
thought it was random.
No, it's not random. It's very smart. Because remember, we were all limping. We were all bled out. We all had... All four of us had one health.
Yeah.
And we were like, and basically, like, nobody attacked us.
Yeah, they left us alone.
They left us until the end.
Yeah.
Right when we got near the safe room.
They just let them all loose.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's why the game is so cinematic. That's why, like, those episodes that are so cool happen because it's crafting it based on your skill and your health and all the...
And all that thing. And when you have a ton of ammo, when you're all full health, basically it's like, let's open the floodgates. And like, you know, zombies come all over the place. And it's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
So they do that, but then also the tank, when they're playing, is like some levels won't have a tank.
Yeah.
Some will have a witch. Some will have a tank and a witch.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah. That is really cool. So the one thing that I would say is that the co-op stuff is not going to have very much replayability for me. So, like,
really?
The versus...
We'll have more.
We'll have more, but I kind of feel like once I beat all the levels on hard...
Yeah.
I'm not going to play again.
See, for me, like, I can feel that way when you play normal. When you play normal, you can breeze through the campaign. 30 minutes, it's not very fun. Advanced... a lot harder.
Oh,
you
it's
die
tough
a few
as
times.
Shit, yeah.
But expert?
Oh, I haven't tried expert.
See, that's the thing. I mean, when you can, because then it turns into one of those kinds of games where you're trying to figure it out, and also you're trying to figure out a sort of random element, right?
Yeah.
And the AI director where, okay, you need to go here. You have to all be on your game.
Yeah.
You all have to be helping each other.
That's
you need
true.
to be able to make it through, and like especially at the very end with the end of the act, where you have a wave of zombies.
Yeah.
You have a tank. You have another wave of zombies. Another tank.
And it's like, you know,
right?
we would just try these different strategies where all four of us would be playing together. We're like, okay,
dude, get on the gun.
Get up on the gun, and then it's just
You'll be
like
fine.
the second you're like, they're like, okay, here comes a wave of zombies, and like a big fucking tongue comes out of nowhere. It's like,
yank you off the gun. I'm like, where's Tobin?
Yeah. Like, guys! And there's just like this mountain of fucking zombies. So I mean, you just keep trying new things until you learn these strategies for the levels.
And you know what it felt to me like? What it all kind of boiled down to? Because I played some other campaigns too. It's just like hide in the closet.
Yeah.
That's the strategy.
Yeah.
Because once you do that, you basically get all four people in a pretty small room with one door.
Yeah.
They can only come through there. You're just basically shooting through the door. So
two guys will crouch, two guys will stand up. But the thing is, that doesn't work against everybody, right? Because then you'll have like the tank come in. If you're all in the closet, he's gonna make fucking hamburger out of your shit.
But then but that's the thing. It almost turned into like it was weird. Once you figured out that sort of tactic, where you stay in the closet, tank comes, you go outside the closet, you go back in the closet, and you just do that. It's just like it's almost too easy.
A little too mechanical. Yeah.
And I'm wondering if Valve, especially with the PC version, where they're gonna like start tweaking it a little bit more, tweaking the AI. I don't know.
So do you think that you could get away with that on expert though? You really think? Because I mean, I think on expert they're gonna start fucking with you. I think they'll be like,
what can they
do?
Look,
you're all in the closet. How about a boomer sprays in the closet? How about
but even if they do, like with the closet technique? Because like okay, when we were playing versus, these guys were pissing us off. All right, we were the infected.
Yeah.
You know, right when you start in the safe house, you have ammo, and you have all that stuff. They stayed there.
In the safe house.
There's no time limit. It was in one of the ones where there's a train. Right? And we're all like, oh yeah, we're gonna go. And we're like,
they wouldn't leave.
No, they just sat at the entrance looking at the door. And I'm like,
motherfuckers.
And like, there's no time limit. There's no thing. And basically, you have to kill them, right? And they have all the ammo they need.
Oh,
so they were griefing us, right?
That is weak sauce.
But we kind of figured it out. Basically, like the top had windows.
Yeah.
So as I was a boomer, I went and I threw up on them.
Yeah.
At that point, they're all like, ah! And then a hunter would go in, and we damage them. But it was very gradual.
Not fun for you, right? That's not a good time.
So they need to fix that kind of shit.
Yeah,
too.
they should not allow the spawn camping. Like, not spawn camp. Actually, like spawn. I guess it's camping, but it's from the other point of view. Like spawn camping in that you're camping and you're spawning. It's the same term, I guess.
But it's definitely a different form of griefing that I've never encountered before.
Yeah.
Because they tried it initially without being in the safe room. They were actually they found a place underneath the stairs. And we just hang out there. And we'd be like, we turn around the corner, die. turn around the corner, die.
Yeah.
And we're like, at some point, we're like, oh, we'll just outweight them. But then
Yeah.
it didn't turn into a fun game, and they didn't fix that kind of shit. But
so that was freaking awesome. And as usual, Yuzo decides to be in the closet. That is your strategy in life and in games.
I am not going to come out of that closet. It's dangerous out there. Lots of evil people wanting to eat. Wait, what? What are we talking about?
So big thumbs up. I mean, Left 4 Dead is fantastic, and we should point out though that it's really only fun with other people. Like,
that is a really good point.
Huge point to make, because if you've got no friends, if you're playing by yourself, this game does not. Like, I tried single player.
Solo, it's not fun.
No.
But solo going online and playing with other people isn't as bad, right?
Right.
Because one thing
you get a team.
Well, it's weird because this, unlike most other Xbox Live games, when you actually go and play and you're all like kind of like survivors, people are weirdly less of a dick.
Huh.
They're like, oh no, hey, come help. It's just like the nature of the game.
Because the game forces you to not be a dick.
Yeah, because the moment if you say like you're a cunt, whatever, right? Yeah. It's like, oh well, you need that med kit? No.
Yeah. Because that's the thing, the game, you can't hoard supplies, right? Like, I mean, if you've got somebody, he's got your back. If he's low in health, you're bandaging him up, you're giving him health pills.
And if he's dead, then he's not going to raise you when you have a hunter.
Exactly. So everybody really does work together.
It's weird. It's just like I'm playing Xbox Live and I was playing with random people and it was pleasant.
That's awesome. That is really cool.
Yeah.
But if you're playing at home on a single player on a silver account, you got no online.
You have no friends.
Game does not do it for me. Like,
no, it's not very good at all. Actually,
you got to have 4 humans. Like,
and even 2, it's not that much fun because when you're with 2 and you have 2 AIs, it's like
they're just not. They're not good enough. They're not bantering. They're not. It's just like the fun of this game is playing with other people. I mean, you really, really got to play this.
Did you ever play with 3?
Yeah.
So I played with 3, and at some point we got so annoyed with the AI, we're like, "Fuck you," and we just left it.
I thought you were going to say you shot it because you can cause.
Oh yeah, you could totally kill it too.
Harm to your coworkers. So you could just fucking.
No, at some point it was just like Francis or something like that. We're like, I'm sick and tired of healing you.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, like, the boomer came. We're like, see ya. And all of a sudden, this little silhouette going, oh. It's just like, all right, whatever.
I did really like when we'd be playing and like somebody would get yanked out by the smoker and they're like, don't come save me. You look over and there's this fucking ocean of zombies just like pouring over them. They're like, save yourself. So yeah,
yes, it's a fun game.
Yes, absolutely. So big thumbs up. So next up, Mortal Kombat versus somehow I didn't play Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
Why didn't you play this? I thought you loved Mortal Kombat. You were such a big fan of it.
So busy doing other stuff.
Yeah,
I was.
You were busy playing Banjo. I'm like, hey,
fuck
dude.
Yes, I was.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we will.
But Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. So let me preface this with saying that I am not a fighting game connoisseur anymore.
Okay.
Right? Like, I love all the Neo Geo games, the fighting games like Samurai Shodown, Last Blade, all those other ones.
Yep.
I play Tekken occasionally, but that's pretty much it. Mm-hmm. Mortal Kombat especially is not really a connoisseur's fighting game.
Oh, is it
for the most part?
Is it more of a...
It's arcadey. I mean, there's fatalities and dumb shit. Like, I think I even took him out on this one. But it's weird, because here's the thing. Like, the other Mortal Kombat games that were coming out? They all had this air of cash-in. He's like, we're just going to ship something out there. We don't really care what it is.
I guess it's been true ever since they made the movies, right? When they're just like,
the air of quality.
The movies were so bad. They sold the soundtracks before the movies came out. The whole
they sold really well.
Oh, they sold great.
It brought techno to the masses, right? At the time. But no, so all the other ones were kind of like, remember when they added that stupid, remember I told you about, they added the quest mode where you're just going around punching shit and it was dumb. And then they added, what was it, Mortal Kombat Racing? They added a racing game to it, where you have the little big head, Liu Kang.
I totally remember that.
That had a feeling of just like, we don't care, we're just going to put something out there.
Fuck it.
Whatever. Got the interns.
They're like, we bought this engine from a shareware dude.
Yeah.
Put the Mortal Kombat characters in there and ship it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Because people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
So this one felt like
Yaris versus Mortal Kombat.
Yaris Combat! Yeah, fatality where a wrestler comes and then,
bad gas mileage. Ha ha.
But, so this one actually felt it had a little bit more, production values.
Okay.
But they put them in weird places because basically between every fight, there was a cutscene.
Even in a match of
Yeah! No. So here's how it's designed, right? So there's you're playing the story mode. You're Liu Kang, right? And he's like, okay, something bad's happening between the Earth realm and the whatever realm, right? And I don't care about the story, right? You do that, all of a sudden, like somebody comes, Baraka comes by and it's like, "Wah! I hate you." It's like, ready. And I'm like, okay, this is great. All of a sudden, and then I defeat him, right? All of a sudden, cutscene, and then like, oh, Sonya, what happens? And then all of a sudden you turn to Sonya, and then Sonya's just like, oh, by the way, who is that? Guy with the green ha-ha! And it wasn't even that. It was like Captain Marvel, right? I'm like, okay, I'm fighting Captain Marvel because he has rage. I don't know what that. And also you beat him, and all of a sudden Green Lantern comes, and it's like
a really bad comic book. It's just like all
really
of a sudden
bad.
everyone's just like, you killed my brother 7 years ago, ha-ha!
But it's a cutscene with like using in-engine stuff.
That's weird.
You don't really see as much, right? So they have all that. So they added all this production
value. And the guys from Gears of War 2 come in, they're like, no!
Maria, no! But yeah, so like they have all that stuff, and it feels like it feels pretty polished.
Yeah.
But it's just not fun. I mean, it's a fighting game, and I'm playing. But the thing is, like with fighting games, you need to play with somebody else you can talk shit to.
Right. So you try online a little bit?
No, not really.
So. So maybe we should stop reviewing fighting games.
Maybe we should, but
I'm
it's just
kind of thinking maybe we shouldn't do it anymore.
But it's Mortal Kombat. I mean, it's one of those games where I was kind of hoping, because like the fatalities, I couldn't figure them out.
Right.
They weren't there. And it's just like,
There were a couple of videos online where like Superman would do like a laser beam fatality and stuff. So, I mean, they're there, I guess. But it's. I
mean, it was kind of cool playing like different DC characters I always wanted to play, but then they have all these other characters where I don't really care, like Flash. I'm like,
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me either.
So it's Mortal Kombat. It's just like fighting games. I think if you're going to be a connoisseur, you're going to play more of the Tekken. You're going to play more of the, I don't know, Soul Calibur, right? All those other ones, which I liked. I like Soul Calibur.
Oh god damn it!
Dead or Alive.
Yeah,
you like Dead or Alive, right? So that's the thing, right? There's going to be those games where like, okay, it's got bouncing boobs.
Yeah. Sold.
Right? That's all you need.
So anyway, all right, Mortal Kombat.
They try.
Yeah.
It's better than the last one.
So this next game, this is going to be an interesting discussion.
Yeah.
So I think that we may have seen different things in this game too. We'll see how this goes.
Okay. So Sonic
Unleashed.
This is supposed to be the savior of the series, where they turned it around. They said, no, we're not going to come out. We're not going to do this game where we shit out a game like Sonic and the Secret Rings. And, people will buy it.
And and they obviously, like, after I watched the 15-minute opening cutscene, I realized that they'd spent a lot of time putting in what appears to be an RPG story in this fucking game.
Yeah, on a Sonic game.
Yeah, on a Sonic game.
And it's not Sonic in the Dark Brotherhood RPG.
No, this is
a
like
Sonic game.
This is a Sonic game with this huge, oppressive storyline where it's like some dude uses you and makes an ass cannon and blows up.
The Eggman, right?
Yeah, it's just like he uses you to blow up the world, and then all of a sudden he throws you down to the world, and the whole world is destroyed.
You turn into a werewolf.
Yeah. So at night you turn into a werewolf because this is Teen Wolf, Sonic Teen Wolf
Sonic
Unleashed.
Teen Wolf Unleashed.
It's like Michael J. Fox comes in, plays basketball.
That I would watch, and then Jason Bateman comes by, and it makes kind of like a less impressive game. It's not as good.
So. But the thing is the actual gameplay, the daytime Sonic part.
I liked it.
It felt like real Sonic, right?
It felt. The thing is, like, okay, so before we go there, it's just like the thing they did with this particular game is they took like 20 different game types and mixed it together.
Yes.
But there's one guy on that team was like who like grew up with Sonic, who was like me, who bought a Genesis, played Sonic 1, 2, 3 over and over again, loved the fucking feel of it. He's like, I'm gonna make a real Sonic.
I don't care what you guys are doing.
What? I'm not listening.
They're like, no, check it out. We've got this great QuickTime event game. Like, no. I'm over here. I'm making a fucking Sonic game. You guys can eat my cock.
And this other guy's like, okay, we're going to make God of War, but with Sonic, where you turn into a werewolf and you like have all these things, and you have to push B a lot to lift up a door.
Yeah. He's like, no, I'm making Sonic.
And that guy, like, props to you. I don't know who you are.
But good job.
Good job, because dude, the daytime modes, like for some reason when I was playing, because that's the very first tutorial, right? Yeah. I'm like, after I saw the 15-minute, I'm like, okay, fuck this game, right? I'm like, holy shit!
I figured you'd like that.
I'm feeling the speed, and you're bouncing, and it didn't feel bad like the other one, the Sonic the Hedgehog. But I was just like, holy crap! I have this rush.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and then I played the next level. I'm like, oh yeah, it's the speed level again. Woo! Then I played the nighttime level. What the fuck? Sega, what the fuck?
So you want to know something really funny?
What?
The only levels that I enjoyed were the night levels.
Dude!
I mean, okay.
Those night levels were so lame.
They were terrible. Actually, let me put it this way. I enjoyed the night levels more because I was never a Sonic guy. So
you didn't like the speed.
I find the speed stuff annoying. I think it's...
Well, you're more of what are you going to call it? Like, you're more of a platform purist.
Yeah. Like, I like the exploring. I like the doing whatever, but I don't like the fact that if I wanted to get all the rings, I'd have to go back and play the level 87 times, and then you get... I mean, the speed of Sonic has never really appealed to me, but I played it, and I did actually enjoy it, like, more than I've enjoyed the Sonic games in the past.
The fast one, the daytime modes. Okay, gotcha.
And then the nighttime stuff, I was like, wow, they kind of made, like, a shitty platformer. Like, actually, it's not even a shitty platformer. It was like God of War... Light. Yeah. So, I mean, I was playing, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Dumb. It felt really... dumb.
It was button mashing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Is what it was. So I played for a while, and I was like, okay, this is the intro, right? So it was like, then they kind of started getting on to the more, like you'd have to do the platformy stuff where you'd be like jumping from thing to thing, and you'd do the timing things.
That's
and I was
cool,
like, okay, this is kind of platformy, and then they'd go back and there'd be like a fucking horde of guys where you're just like, wow, this is tough, man.
Oh, and then you get a quick time event.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
And then the airplane level.
Are you talking about the typing of the dead?
The typing of the dead.
I like typing of the dead, personally.
I do too.
But I didn't like this game.
Oh my god. So then, like, after the night and day stuff, so the day stuff is very well done for Sonic purists.
Yes.
The nighttime stuff is God of War Light. It's not very well done.
And personally, if you're a Sonic purist, you are going to see it as you're going to be like, what the fuck? And they make you do it a lot.
Yeah.
Like 1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah. So if you're like Yuzo, if you're like you, and you just want to play a real Sonic game, every time they stick you in that night level, you're going to want to take a dump on their chest.
Yeah. I'm like, I have to get through this shit.
But to add insult to injury, they're like, hey, to get from world A to world B, let's take this airplane.
And then what do you do?
10 minutes go by.
Yeah, 10
where
minutes.
Shit just flies at you, and it's like, this is Y, B, X, Y, Y, X. And you're just like, wait, there's got to be something
what's going on? Yeah.
This can't be the whole, oh my god, this is the whole fucking level.
For 10 or like 5, yeah,
because they're like, people love QuickTime events. They love God of War when like you hit YA and it's like, whatever. So
but you do that and you get this awesome, cool-ass animation, which makes up for the shittiness of the QuickTime event, right? But with this one, it's just like, no, you just got to do it 100 times.
Yep. So that there's no novelty of it because it just wears you down. And it just, it was one of those things, it was like the third guy on their team where he's like, dude, I'm going to go off, I'm going to make typing of the dead.
It's the third guy that was like the intern who's just like, I don't really know how to make a game, but, I can get this thing, I can get it up there, and then like,
he put together a prototype. He's just like, he's like, as my first project, I made this game that you push a button and it shoots something down there, like.
Make it 10 minutes long.
Yeah,
and
let's put that in the game.
And we'll just probably put it all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, somebody will like that, right?
Yeah. If it was a keyboard and it was I was typing the word like, parallelogram, it would be awesome if it was its own game. Right? If they took the fighting game, the dark levels, and made it its own game, I'd say, okay, this is a really shitty version. Bad Sega, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
If they took the daytime game
and just made a whole game,
made the whole game like that, it's just like I would have been like, okay, the depth isn't there, but I would have enjoyed it if they made that a downloadable game.
Yeah.
And I played $15, I would have said, Sega, you guys are on the right track.
Yep.
You guys are doing awesome.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't have played it, but you would have loved the shit out of it. So I mean, like what they basically ended up with is. Part of these games, like I played the night level, I'm like, wow, if they'd spent more time with this and cleaned up the combat and made, like basically combined Bolt, which actually had a good combat system and just absolutely easy bullshit levels with this like button mashy horse shit. And it's just like, spend some fucking time on the combat. Don't just make it whatever. So it's like it was just a bunch of crappy games.
I know. And
that's not true. Sorry, one really good game.
One really good one. Yeah. And if they took that, and it's just like it's just like I kind of want to give them some credit because they tried this time.
They did.
They tried.
They did.
You can tell there was the whole thing smacked of effort. Right? It did.
You said like you're like congratulating your slow child for tying their shoes. Like
it's just like
well, you tied your shoe to a dog.
You spent an hour on it,
but you tried, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate the fact that they did because the thing is, right?
You shit in the litter box, Jimmy. Good job.
Because you got to admit the attitude that Sega had about the Sonic franchise has been like despicable. It has been terrible.
So they're on the right track, and hopefully they listen to shows like this and they realize people just want the people that like Sonic want a fucking Sonic game.
Yeah.
The people that want to play God of War, make something else. Make a new franchise.
Yeah.
God forbid, make a new fucking franchise. Make it Sonic at night. Call it something different. Call it like Night Warrior.
Night Hawk.
Yeah, call it. Yeah, exactly. Teen Nightwolf.
Yeah.
But fuck it. Like, stop doing this mishmash. It's horseshit.
It is really bad.
But I want to get past that.
It's just like
that game.
And I want to tell Tega, like, fuck you guys for no, I'm serious, for like taking my heart and stomping on it on the ground for 8 games now. Something like that. It's just like my childhood memories are slowly being
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the last straw. I might try
This
another
was
Sonic game.
even better because they gave you a taste of candy and then they took it away. They're like, how do you like this? You're like, I really like that. They're like, good. How do you like this?
Yes, how do you like this piece of shit?
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, I don't like that, but some more candy. Okay, no. Oh, it's just, God damn it.
And not only that, like, again, I hate to harp on it, but it's just like, how it was like 1-to-1 night with the day? Somebody on our YouTube comments was saying like, dude, Yuzo, like, don't play the Wii version. Because they actually made more night levels than day levels.
Oh my god!
At least with the 360 version, it's 1-to-1.
Yeah, so it must have been harder to code the day levels on the.
Day man. But this next game was actually a pleasant surprise.
Yes. So okay. So we reviewed Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts last week. We didn't like it at all. So then everybody in the whole goddamn world was like, you need to play the real Banjo Kazooie, because I said I never played it. I don't know, did you ever play it at all?
No, I never played it either.
So neither one of us ever played it, and everyone's just like, you gotta play. I'm like, oh, but that wasn't N64.
It's N64. It's like coming on Xbox Live. I'm sure it looks a little bit better, but like it's probably gonna suck.
So finally, Ronan and Vasir both got really tired of us talking smack. The game is already out in Australia, so they sent us codes.
Like they hooked us up.
They hooked us up.
I heard they found some like wacky, like maybe I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah,
but anyhow, they hooked us up.
They hooked us up with codes.
Yeah.
So we've been playing Banjo Kazooie. Oh my god!
Wow,
this game is fucking fantastic.
I had no clue how good of a platformer this game is.
No, I mean I am blown away because the thing is you take everything that you and I always talk about in terms of what you need in a platform.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's seriously that they went down.
There's like a checklist.
They took the NooBTooB checklist. They're like,
all right, collecting shit. All right,
collecting shit in a challenging fashion. Like this is not just like running around getting shit. This is like there's notes hidden over here that you can't get to without boots, and
new abilities every level, which would then open up areas in previous levels.
Yes,
check.
Yes. So it's like, and then it's all just. It's not like your character's not static. You're not leveling up like an RPG. It's just that every level they leak you some more stuff. They're like, okay, now you can fly. Yeah. Now you can fucking run in water. And then not only that, but you can change into different things. So like you'll go into one level and they're like, all right, now you're a fucking walrus. And you're like going around, it's like now you're an ant. And it's just, but it's done in this way where every little thing is a new challenge, and it just keeps opening up. So like as soon as you're good at something,
they take it. Well, they don't take it away. They like,
add something.
Add something else, and it's just like what bothers me so much is that why don't games now incorporate some of these elements to make a more compelling game? Because it seems to me like they're all spending time on making fucking cutscenes, making like really elaborate levels, which are just you walk through,
which you run right through,
right through, whatever, or making like the textures look really nice. Like what?
I know. The closest I can think of these days is something like Metroid Prime, where
Metroid Prime did a really good job.
Metroid Prime does a really good job of every hour or so of gameplay. They're like, okay, here's a new gun, here's a new jump, here's a new missile, here's a new whatever, and you're like, oh, cool. I saw a fucking ice thing back there, and now I got the flame shitter, and I'm going to go back and burn that.
Exactly.
So,
Super Mario Galaxy. Does a good job at it. All the Castlevanias do, except for maybe the last one.
Yeah. The last one's kind of crappy.
Yeah. Like remember I was telling you, like I think, like as far as like those are all games which are rooted in tradition.
Yes.
Right. Like Metroid. Right. Metroid is known for that. That's the hallmark of the series. But like Crackdown was really the last like modern game where I felt the need to collect agility orbs to be able to go and move and collect other ones. Just like nobody saw that and said, "Wow, that's kind of an addicting thing. Let's." Do more of that.
Yeah, I mean, even to the point where it's like you go back and you play these old school games and everybody's got it, right? I mean, like they all had this kind of like you go back and play the old Spyro games, the old Mario games, the old, like the old. Well, not. I mean, Ratchet and Clank kind of. That was more like weapons.
It's more weapony, yeah.
But I mean, a lot of these old games had this formula that really works because every one they always give you new skills and shit. It's not like you're doing the same crap over and over again, but. These worlds aren't something you run through. You'll go back and you'll go back and you'll go back, and it ends up being this like multifaceted like onion of a level where you go all the way back to the beginning and there was something you couldn't get to and now you can.
And it always goes back to the original Metroid. Like that's kind of like the first game that really started where you're kind of going back, you're getting new things. It's just like that concept is so compelling that I have no idea why these game developers aren't incorporating it.
And they're not. You know, I mean, like I understand the FPS guys; they're all off on their own world, like making better and better FPS.
And they do a good job. Like Gears of War is fucking awesome. Right. You take like something like Dead Space, you take the standard stuff, and it's just like it's good, but it's just like what happened?
This kind of genre is gone, and I'm sure you're going to see from the sales of this that the demand is still there, right? I mean, like the love is still there.
Do you think that this sort of like I don't know how you want to call it, exploring, platforming sort of thing is going to turn into like the adventure game genre?
I don't know. I mean, it's effectively dead, right? I mean, like
because even like Schaefer, like he made Psychonauts, which is right down our alley with all that stuff. He's making Brutal Legend, which I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's a platformer. I don't know. I haven't seen enough.
It's not. I mean, it's pretty much not going to be because the thing is, I think he learned his lesson with Psychonauts.
Because it won't sell.
Nobody buys this shit.
They go and buy fucking Haze. They go and buy Assassin's Creed. Yeah. They buy games with no. What is it?
I don't know. I mean, like I think that it's kind of it's almost as if having to think is downplayed in games where like you're a fucking badass and you're shooting and you're running and there's no learning curve, there's no this that. It's just kind of it's immediate, it's visceral.
Do you really think so? Because people are going for the visceral thing as opposed to because like games games are all about problem solving. To me, even when you're playing like fucking Gears of War, you see like like guys over there, all over there, and then you need to do cover. So it's teaching you to do various things. Like all these elements of game playing is all about problem solving.
Yeah.
And it's like the games that we love are so pure.
Yeah.
Like Playton, all these other games.
But you don't get like in Gears of War, you don't get any new skills, right? I mean, like you are born with a skill set and you never evolve. You never grow.
That's true. Yeah,
you master one little skill set.
You get new weapons.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just it's not like this. It's not like this kind of old school like you really. Like every level, you're picking up new shit, sort of thing.
That's
true.
That's
we'll see how the new Tomb Raider does because the new Tomb Raider is very puzzly. You don't. But
Tomb Raider doesn't grow.
You don't grow either. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But anyhow, Banjo Kazooie, fucking fantastic. It's $15 on Xbox Live. I seriously cannot recommend it enough.
And if you pre-order Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, I think you get it. Or if you did, you get it free.
Yeah.
It's probably not worth it.
Too late now.
It's probably too late.
Yeah, and we don't recommend Nuts and Bolts. So don't go buy Nuts and Bolts just for this game. But I mean, seriously, this is like the king of all platformers. I mean, like
wait, what?
I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying.
Hold on a moment. Ratchet and Clank, Banjo. Come on.
I'm just saying that like this has now entered my pantheon of you go. Yes, I mean you go Beyond Good and Evil. You say Ratchet. You say the original Spyro games, and now I'm going to say Banjo Kazooie. Like that is
really
it is that good.
Because I saw you were playing, and I'm like I'm playing Left 4 Dead, and I'm like Tobin, you want to play? You're like. No, I need to finish Banjo Kazooie.
No, yeah, you're like, we got a bunch of NooBTooBers. We're all playing Left 4 Dead. I'm like, I really want to play Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you later, guys.
I mean, seriously, once you start playing, you don't want to quit.
It's true.
And you don't want to even leave a level until you've gotten every goddamn thing out of it.
Well, like I was playing last night. Like I finally got it from Visir last night, and I'm like, okay, it's like midnight, right? I'm gonna play. I'm like, and I finished one world, and I'm like. I need to go to this next world. Let me just go to the beginning of it, right? Not do very much else. And the next thing I know, I'm at eight fucking puzzle pieces. The next level, I'm like, I should really go to sleep.
But I can't!
Let me finish this level. And then what was sad was, like, I look at this and I fucking look at Sonic Unleashed, and I'm like, wow, what happened?
The difference. Yeah.
It's like, you know how much money they spent on this, and I'm like, wow, it's $15 and I'm getting more fun.
Yeah, you're gonna play all like 11 or 12 hours of this game for $15. It's
easily.
Like beat that for value. I mean $1 an hour.
And it's easily downloadable. And not only that, they're actually going to be making Banjo Tooie.
I can't fucking wait.
Next
People
year.
are saying it's just as good. People are saying it's just as good.
How sad is it going to be? We're going to be like so excited about an N64 game.
I know!
And it has achievements.
I know!
I was looking at the leaderboard, right? I'm like, puzzle pieces, Tobin and 42, and I'm like,
you're going to catch me!
And then you remember we were seeing other people on our fucking leaderboards? I had gotten everything.
Cybermousey already has all 900 notes.
I think we're in Visir up there, too.
Visir is right there. He's like right about to do it.
So I'm like, but yeah, that's what we needed, like old games that are awesome with achievements.
Yeah. So I hope that they dig up these kind of things. I'm hoping Banjo Tooie is just as fucking good. But huge, huge, huge thumbs up. So,
get it.
Yeah. So that's the games we've been playing. Moving on to...
Yes, we have sponsors as usual.
Yep.
Much thanks goes to our very first sponsor, PlaySwitch.com.
Yeah, and we talked about these guys last week. So PlaySwitch.com, it is a way to get away from eBay. It's a game
fees.
Yeah, it's a game trading site for gamers.
Yeah, and you go there and you say, okay, I have a bunch of games that I have in my library. I'm just going to put them up, and you don't have to pay a listing fee or anything like that. If they sell, then you end up paying a dollar basically, and then whatever they sell for. You got some pretty good prices on your things. So
I did. So I put up Mass Effect. I put up Tales of Vesperia. People bid on what they were worth, and then I can then turn around and use that money to buy more games.
Exactly, and not only that, we have a special deal with them. So if you put in NooBTooB at the place where you buy Switch Bucks as the promo code, you get
$5. $5. So it's NooBTooB, just like the website. Just go when you go to buy points, just put in that code, and they give you $5 for free.
Yes, and then you can go, and I've seen a couple of games for $5 already. Yeah. So I was getting like Counter-Strike Source, and I'm like, I already have it, but it's just like $5.
Yes, it's like a free game.
Yeah, why not?
So like we've said before, we don't take any sponsorship from people we don't endorse. We use this site; it's very good. So PlaySwitch.com.
Give it a try.
Check it out.
New releases. All right.
Looking a little empty, dude.
What happened?
My face is covered with the ejaculate of the last 2 months, is what happened.
And you finally have a chance to clean it off.
I finally do. I was just like,
you have some baby wipes?
I was like, somebody hand me a towel.
Here you go.
Baby wipes.
Here's some baby wipes.
Yes.
So you have some time. And not only that, like, we're going to go through the list, and there's not much. We're actually probably going to go back and play... I don't know. What game has everybody been asking us to play?
Everyone's like, why don't you play Far Cry 2?
Yeah,
why don't you play Resistance 2?
And Call of Duty World at War.
Call of Duty World at War. So, I mean, we know. Fucking every single week, people are like, Call of Duty 2 or Call of Duty World at War. It's like,
do you
see it in the fucking show notes? Like, we play everything we've got time for.
Yes, and we try to cover at least 3 or 4 games every week, and it's just like, these games are not as the ones, but we're going to get to them.
Yeah. So this week, what we're looking at is a pretty light mix. There's Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger was one of the best Japanese RPGs. It had an action battle system, so it's not turn-based.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll definitely want to check this out. I'm not traveling.
DS.
I'm not traveling anywhere this week.
See.
So I'm staying here for Thanksgiving. So the DS is not as likely to keep me on the couch playing, but I will try it out.
When you have all your in-laws around and you need to take a little time,
that's true.
Maybe without being obvious about it, by playing on the couch with them. Right.
I got to get on my laptop to be like, I'm checking work email. Sorry, I can't pay attention to you guys. Oh yeah, so Chrono Trigger, legendary RPG. We'll probably both check this out.
It's on the DS.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
So we played this,
yes,
and it felt good.
It is fantastic. Seriously,
yeah.
They just cleaned it up. They polished it. They just put a spit shine on it.
It's an HD. You get a bunch more characters. So it's not just
it's like all the characters from all the games, right?
A lot of them, not all of them. Yeah. They had T-Hawk. They had a bunch of other guys.
T-Hawk,
yeah. So yeah, give that a try. That's going to be out on Xbox Live Arcade.
Yep. Age of Empires Mythologies.
So this is on the DS. The last Age of Empires game on the DS was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's an RTS, but more turn-based. They made it a turn-based strategy game. So
did you play that one? You played the last one?
I played it for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, this is a little neat, but I put it down, and I never actually picked it up again.
I thought it was the Advisors that threw you off on that one, wasn't it?
No, that was a different game. That was Anno 1492 or something like that. Gotcha. But this one is more like Advance Wars.
Okay.
So it's like turn-based.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's turn-based strategy. I'm sure you love those. Remember that one you turned into a werewolf? What was that one?
What?
Oh,
yeah, that fucking Val Strike.
No, Operation Darkness.
That's right. Operation Darkness was the fucking... God, I hated every fucking second of that game. Like, here's 27 people, and you get to choose what each one of them does in this.
Oh, but people were telling us to play Valkyrie, the other one from Sega.
Yeah.
Remember, it was like kind of like weird and cartoony.
Yeah.
So maybe
we'll see. And then last up is Band Manager.
Why
did you put this on the list?
Because it sounded funny. Because to show how bad next week looks.
Yeah.
This is a game we had to put on.
What about Safecracker? Safecracker looks like fucking Myst. Like, you can't even walk around. You just move.
But dude, it looks really good, except you have to move from spot to spot.
Yeah.
You can actually move as an engine.
So Band Manager, I think that what happens is you level up by smashing hotel rooms.
Yes, and something about, like, you definitely get VD.
Yeah,
and
there's random syphilis battles.
Random syphilis battles, yeah. But then there's, like, the mode where it's just like, you want to, like, make new Milli Vanillas. Right, so you kind of like get another one. So it's kind of special, like see-through mode. But
yeah, well, I mean, the trick is you can't get caught lip syncing, so you have to do the
rhythm game, right?
Well, the QuickTime events to sing events on time. We don't know a goddamn thing about this game.
It's a tycoon game on the PC.
Yeah,
it's bad.
It's Band Tycoon where you make a new fucking Jonas Brothers. Who gives a shit? You know what? All you guys probably like Jonas Brothers.
Dude, they're all teens, man.
I know.
Is Naked Brothers a band? I think that's something.
You guys and your music. You kids and your music.
Like, you need to listen to real bands.
Pull your pants up. Pull up your fucking pants. And get your goddamn emo hair out of your face before I cut it off. All right, side news.
Side news. Community news. After you insulted, like, half of our fucking thing. They're all like, I'm going to cut myself.
I'm so emo right now.
I'm going to take my backpack and go.
You know what? I think NooBToobers are better than that.
You think so?
I think that we have a higher caliber of wearing their pants on their hips, not having fucking stupid emo hair.
Dude, I think you insulted a lot.
I don't give a shit.
It's 13 between 19, and they all do it because it's cool.
I don't give a shit.
Maybe? No, I don't know.
So,
site news, community news. We have a goal.
We have a goal by Christmas. We want a Christmas gift. So,
yeah, please.
We're asking you guys as a Christmas gift to us. We would like to have 10,000 subscribers by Christmas.
Yes, we are currently at, as of this filming right now, it's probably going to be more later, is 9,086.
Yeah, we're close.
We're close.
We're 9/10 the way.
Yeah,
so if you haven't already subscribed, please sign up for a YouTube account and then subscribe to this button right over here that I'm pointing at.
It's really simple. Just go do it right now. Open up a new tab. Do whatever.
And also tell all your friends about NooBTooB if you like the show.
Yes. All we're looking for is by Christmas Day. If I can wake up and we can see like 10,000. It's just like our people love us.
I know. We want that. We want either that or boobies. Boobies will give you.
I will be willing to give up 10,000.
Yes.
10,000 subscribers for boobies. For nice boobies, not movies.
Not movies. You hear me?
Sloth.
I see one of you guys shaving your movies right now to show us. So next up, community news.
Yes, Kate Father puts this up every week, so he's actually helping us out prepare for the show. We have a bunch of different threads.
Yes. So the big thing right now, Iron Gamer Challenge for Left 4 Dead. So if you guys are playing Left 4 Dead and
it's too late now to sign up.
Yeah.
But watch all the people that are playing.
But if you in the future, if you're interested in playing, what you have to do is you have to go to NooBTooB, go to our forums. You have to sign up for these Iron Gamer challenges so that people can't swoop in at the last minute.
It's like 2 weeks before the game comes out. The thread will go up, and you say, I am participating in the challenge. But right now, dude, who is in the fucking lead?
Quag.
Holy shit!
Have you ever, in the last week, turned on your machine and not seen Quag playing?
No, it's like Quag playing No Mercy, Chapter 1 on easy. I'm like, fucking achievement
We can see what you're doing.
You're
not fooling anybody when you play on easy. We know you're just out there. God damn it.
You're like trying to kill the what is it, the tank by yourself.
Yeah.
We know.
It's like when you're dating a fat girl. We know you're desperate.
Yeah. It's just like, that's what it feels like to us, Quag. Even though you're in the lead, it's a hollow victory.
I mean, I could go win the Special Olympics. I could do it.
But dude, no.
There's no pride in that for me.
No? You have tons of pride. What are you talking about?
That's true.
But no, we've been playing with Quag, a bunch of other people, NooBToobers online. It's been awesome. He knows every single level back to forth now. He's like, go here, go do this thing. And I'm like, how many times have you been through this level?
Too many. Easy.
725, dude.
So next up is the game thread by Who's Pootie Tang.
Yeah, it's actually really good. So basically, in our game discussions and all that things, we have a rule which says one thread per game.
Yes.
Just to keep all the discussions together.
And it works. It actually makes really great discussions in the forums.
Absolutely. And really long ones, too. So you can go back in the history of all this stuff. But basically, Who's Pootie Tang went every game that is discussed and put a link to the thread.
Nice.
So because our search function kind of sucks.
It's not that great.
It's not very good. So you can go to that thread, which is on the very top of the page now.
Yeah.
You go there and you say, what game?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
It is freaking sweet. So thank you very much for Who's Pootie Tang for doing that. And then last up, Crimson every week does the NooBTooB Member of the Week. And who is it this week?
Oh, dude, it is a tie. A tie. So it's voted by all of our members. We have Chip for his amazing console thread. So go check that out. And Dr. Flibble.
Yes, Dr. Flibble, who's been doing reviews.
Dude, he did that one Yakuza review. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
That was fucking like 20 pages long.
I know. Because Yakuza's the bomb diggity. That's why.
Dude, it'll finally make me proud of my PS3. I'm waiting for the game.
Yakuza 3. I can't believe that you're excited for Yakuza 3. That makes me so happy.
Dude, no, actually, I'm more excited about Yakuza. I didn't see were there any videos?
Yeah, there's like a 20-minute walkthrough of Yakuza 3.
Okay, because I only watched the Kenzan ones, and the Kenzan one was like, wow.
Yeah, it looks fucking sweet. It does. It looks really good.
I kind of want to go back to
fixed the battle. I told you they fixed the fighting, and it's fun now.
For 2, right?
Yes.
because like I want to get back to my roots. That's what I feel like. I want to
whoop it up on people,
old Edo, right, and just like go and be a fucking yakuza, like somebody.
You got to grow your hair back out, man.
No.
Get your awesome locks.
I can't. I wish I could, but I can't.
You wouldn't be married anymore.
No, I'd be divorced, and I would look lame for about 6 months. That in between, where basically you kind of look like the guy from No Country for Old Men.
Yes, that's right. That's right. When you got the Jap mullet.
Exactly. It was like Prince Valiant.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
So.
Yes. Each week we feature audio and video voicemails on the show. If you have a burning question, request, or funny story, please give us a ring.
Yes, you can contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480 or send your audio or video.
Video, bitches!
To feedback at NooBTooB.com. Also put video responses on YouTube. We love that shit.
Yes, video questions are preferred, but please, please, please keep your videos under 60 seconds if you want to be featured on the show.
And don't forget the yow.
Yes.
You know what's funny?
What?
I've been deleting video responses at a rate of about 5 a day.
Really?
Because now that we've been getting featured on YouTube, all these shitbags are putting in there
I noticed
how to
that.
be a screenwriter, how to do this, how to do that. It's like telling you right now, if you put a video response that is not related to NooBTooB or video games that we talked about this week, it's not like, oh, look, I beat some fucking thing on whatever. No. I will not approve that shit.
No.
Make it relevant.
We are keeping right now. The only thing on there right now, I think, is just Cal Launcher's DLC, which you should check out. It's awesome.
And like Locke and Veritas will put their videos up.
Yeah.
But I mean, if people send like video responses where they're talking about shit, we'll put it on. But don't just throw your garbage in. We're not like the rest of YouTube. We don't give a fuck. We will delete your shit.
That's right.
So first up is Locke.
Is this a challenge video? I'm not really sure.
I think it might be. So I think Locke is kind of thrown down because he went off and I don't know where the fuck he bought this.
Holy shit, I don't know.
I think he went to like a swap meet. He went to like some old lady's garage sale where her son had a bunch of shit. I think so. He has a new job, like, working with a lot of MILFs, basically, is my understanding. He probably like sweet talked one, and then basically she said, well, my son has a bunch of old consoles. Like, he's probably like off at college and he comes home and she's like, oh, I sold a bunch of old shit under your bed. Yeah. He's like, what? No! So anyway, Locke, check this shit out. Yeah. This is fucking insane. Maybe right here. Here we go. All right.
Hey guys, Locke here. I was recently able to make quite the purchase of video game history, all for the low price of 2 Benjamins, and I'm going to show off what I got. Starting with the earliest here, we got the old Atari 2600. Move up in time to its big brother, the Atari 7800 Pro system. Keep going further, you got the Sega Master System right there. Move on the line, we got something I've never seen before, a retro duo that actually acts as a Nintendo Entertainment System and a SNES, a Super Nintendo. I've never owned a Super Nintendo, but it's just cool to have that because I've never seen it before. Last thing I got was the PS1, which I'd never owned, and I also got a plethora of games with it, all the good classics from years yonder. My question to you is, what is the appeal of retro games, and where am I going to get all the time to play these? Anyways, keep up the good work. Yow.
Would you say he has a plethora of games?
I believe he has a plethora of games. Absolutely.
So he has a longer video that he put up on YouTube where he actually showed some of the games in the box. He got fucking E.T.
Oh my god.
He got like Legend of Zelda Gold Box.
Was it $200?
Yeah. So on his original YouTube video, he said he got it all for $100, and now it's gone to $200. So now
maybe he got one for $100 and the other for $100 or something.
But he got a bucket of shit. That is fucking awesome. Like I was watching this video. I'm like, I want to go to Locke's house and play with all that old stuff. Like I love old consoles.
I know, but what's the appeal of like retro games? Because like we kind of like it, but sometimes we'll go back to them and we're like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's nostalgia.
It's got to be just nostalgia.
It's just pure nostalgia.
Because the thing is I've never gone back to play like Space War. I play games that were nostalgia for me, but I don't go beyond that. I don't go like when I first started playing, I had like a TI-99, I had like Atari, but I mean anything before that, I don't play.
Well, the thing is, like I've gone back and I've tried to be nostalgic about games, but just like some of them, the core gameplay was like entertaining for me when I was 12, and there was nothing else.
They're not as good as you think they were.
They're just not as good. There's a few that are good, right? Like Banjo Kazooie was impressed like 11 years ago.
Legend of Zelda is still fantastic.
Kicking the ass of brand new games, right?
Hugely. I mean, like it's not even close.
But it's rare. Like Zombies Ain't My Neighbors. I can still play that game from beginning to end.
I mean, say you go back now and play like Pitfall.
Kaboom! Like these are all these games that are in your thing. Like I'm sure.
Yeah, so
Freeway.
People thought these were the shit back in the day because we had nothing else to play. But you go back and play it now, you're like, oh my god, this is fucking terrible. Like, I know that...
Can you imagine a single 2600 game that you would actually enjoy playing it? There isn't one.
No, they're not fun.
Like, not one.
No, I mean, like, for curiosity's sake, I almost want to play E.T., you know, just to see how... But I did play E.T. I played it at one of my friend's house way back in the day.
I'd rather play Custer's Revenge.
Yeah,
or some of the more...
He's got the old porn games. I checked that out.
Right.
Weird
ass.
raping people tied to stakes and shit.
Well, they say it wasn't raping. She was, you know, it was...
She was like, I want it.
I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, the nostalgic games, I think that's the main thing. I think it's one of those things where it's like the moment you get like watching old TV shows, same thing. You watch it and you're like, wow, I kind of like this.
A lot of like you go back and watch like
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider's bad. Airwolf is bad.
Oh, really bad. Miami Vice is actually pretty bad.
It's true. So anyway, retro games. I mean, like, I think that actually a lot of it would be if you got a bunch of people together and everyone kind of whacked nostalgic together.
Oh, like I don't know, what game could that be?
Maybe Kickle. But by myself, I don't want to play these old retro games. So next up is Tennessee Titans has a little serenade for us.
Yeah, musical serenade.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is a quick rap from Tennessee Titans. Here we go. I said, NooBTooB is your mama, and you know it's so true. I spit rhymes up and right, just like my shoe. Tobin and Yuzo keep the review so fly. They so freaking funny that they make me want to cry. The motto is don't be a dick, and we say crazy things just like chainsaw on a stick. They wear Kiko cubicle bling that said, wow. If you have a burning question, just make sure you say, yow. All right, guys, peace. Hope y'all liked it.
That was awesome. So we have a special place in our heart for that kind of stuff. Like, we love when people will write shit just for NooBTooB.
Absolutely. But I think Locke, that might have been a throwdown.
I do believe that Locke hasn't sung or rapped for us for quite a while.
It's been a little while. I hear he has something in the works, though.
Does he?
Yeah.
He better, because...
collaboration.
Ooh, with who?
I don't know.
I don't want to give it away. Hedge?
I don't want to give away the surprise, but I hear.
So no, it's not with Hedge.
No, not at all.
But anyway, Tennessee Titans, thank you very much. We enjoy the rap, and Locke is a little bitch if he doesn't respond with another rap of his own.
Yes.
Or somebody else. Doesn't have to be Locke. Well, somebody rap for us this week. If you think you've got rhymes, man, toss them down. If you think you're like MC Bomb Diggity with the NooBTooB. MC
Noob.
So next up is Eastman with a question about how we buy games.
Hey NooBTooB, this is Eastman. Eating some Pocky, whatever, the Japanese thingy and the goodness, and playing Left 4 Dead. Superior PC version right here. I saw you take that picture, Yuzo. Anyways, speaking of Left 4 Dead, how do you guys manage choosing which games you're going to buy and which games you're going to rent? Like, how do you know in the future, like, oh, I'm going to go back to this game for, you know, X amount of reasons? How do you guys decide that? How do you decide the worth of the game and whether or not you're going to buy it or rent it? Because especially in this holiday of cluster fucking games, it's really hard for me to decide. Question to you guys. Yeah.
Dude, I love Pocky.
Yeah, Pocky is awesome. And there's like, now they got all the ones with like the peanut cluster on the outside.
Yeah, dude. Oh. Have you ever had Pocky for Men?
I have had Pocky for Men. It's made with extra dark chocolate.
That's right.
Yes, I like my Pocky like I like my men.
That's right. Dark. And chocolate. So what was this question? So should we buy games?
Well, this is an ongoing... I mean, like, the thing is it's like
hard, dude.
Every game, you know, you and I will be talking and we'll be like online and we're like, are you going to buy it?
I'm like, oh...
I don't know, are you going to buy it?
I'm like, I think I might... I don't know.
Yeah.
Because here's our dilemma, right? Because basically we typically try to rent games because there's way too many to play.
Yeah, we can't afford to buy them all.
Blockbuster comes out with their games on the Friday after the release.
If we're lucky.
Yeah. And games are typically released on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we really want to play a game. We're like, oh, do I play it and get burned?
Yeah.
For $65.
Yeah. So it's all about patience. It's just like Tuesday comes around and the big game comes out and you're like, all right, either I buy it today or I wait until Friday and hope that they'll fucking have it.
Yes.
Because half the time, like, I'll be like, hey, you guys have Mirror's Edge? Like, Mirror's, what is that?
Yeah.
It's in the computer, but we don't have it here in the store.
Like, Mirror has two faces?
Yeah, some of their
but
nonsense bullshit. And, like, they never know anything. At any of these stores, no one knows anything.
Yeah.
So
But do you use any like review? Because like I have very bad luck. Like I kind of wish I had a NooBTooB to like watch. No, I'm serious. Just like that got the games before and just can like say, look, it's going to be a rent, it's a buy or whatever. But like IGN, all those guys, is just like,
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It's hard.
And I've basically come to the point where I don't trust anybody's opinion but my own, because so many games have been trashed that I thought were awesome, and vice versa. I mean, like all these games getting 9s and 10s that I think are dog anus.
Yeah.
So what I generally do is I'll go online and I'll try and find videos, and I can kind of tell from gameplay videos.
Yeah, the videos work really well. You know, I've actually had pretty good luck with actual NooBToobers.
Yes.
When they get the games right away, I'll go to IRC, I'll go onto the shout box, I'll just say, or I'll look at the game thread, which has already been there for a couple of weeks, and I'll be like,
who's got it? Yeah.
So it's almost this weird, like, cyclical thing where we'll talk to people about games and just like, I get good stuff from there, so check it out.
So if you want to know about new good games like that, go to the forums.
Absolutely, yeah.
And there will be a thread about any game you're curious about, and people will just like be dropping all the bombs of information.
And if there isn't one, go start.
Go make it. Yeah. So next up is Gaijin 319, and
from Japan.
He's from Japan, and he has a video about work.
Hey guys, this is Gaijin 319, aka Banjo, coming at you from Osaka, Japan. Quick question: all the great games coming out right now, one does need to take time off work, you know, just to get time to play them. So, excuses for calling in sick. Mine, it's gold. Hey, yeah, this is Gaijin 319. Look, I'm really sorry, but I can't make it into work today. I went to the toilet and blood came out. Blood came out? Look, that's okay. You take the day off. Go see a doctor. Yeah, I will do. Look, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. Thanks for understanding. Bye. Fucking gold. No one wants to know more about blood coming out of your bits. That shit is fucking pure gold. You guys got any good excuses? Let us know. Yow.
Yo. So, personally, I never, ever, ever make excuses for not working. I only say this because my manager came by and said, I just checked out your show. Really interesting. And I'm like, so I've never.
That's the problem is now that like more and more people watch our show, now we get to the point where it's like, we can't talk any of this smack. It's like, you can't be like, yeah, the other day, man, I totally said that I was sick, but I stayed home and played games all day.
Like, I've never done that.
I don't think my manager watches NooBTooB.
You're probably okay.
I think I can safely say that, you know, like, I've definitely stayed home many a time. Where it's like a new game will come out, and I'm like, oh, there's a plumber coming by, so I got to work from home. And then what you do?
You had a lot of leaks a couple months ago.
My house
didn't you?
is so old; it's all falling apart. But then the trick is, you just like check your email once an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And make sure you respond to shit, and then you're free to.
I know the tricks by all means. Not that I'd ever use them.
Why do you know the tricks?
At my previous company, I use it a lot. But no, it's just like the thing is, like, you know, what I've done a couple of times is like if I'm sick, and you know, you're just gonna play games or you're gonna watch a lot of TV when you're sick. It's just like I'll be sick a little extra longer than I need to be.
I know.
Potentially, right?
I know.
It's just I don't want to infect any of my coworkers.
See?
And it's a very valid, like, it's a good excuse.
See, you're a good person.
That's right.
So I think we do we have time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right. So this one is weird. I'm just going to play it.
Hello, Tobin and Yuzo. It's Chiefman from the forums. A while ago on one of your previous episodes, I asked if you thought a Kikl sequel would be a good idea. The decision was unanimous. You all said, yes, you do want Kikl 2. So, I'm gonna try and get you one. Right now I'm negotiating with IRM Software to either A, give me the rights to Kikl, or B, to make them make another game for possibly the PS2. Just thought you'd like to know that. This is Achievement Man saying, yow.
How is he in negotiations with IRM?
Is IRM even still around?
Are they seriously still around? I would like to know more detail around these negotiations, but if against all odds he gets Kikl 2 made, he will be a legend among NooBToobers forever.
He will be a freaking hero.
Yeah, but that sounds a little crazy to me.
I mean, he has this weird gun. Is he going to use that in his negotiations? I don't.
And the gun was made of paper.
Well, he doesn't want to get arrested for,
He's like, my cat Nibbles is going to go talk to Irem. She's really angry and she wants a new Kickle.
The cat's going to be the developer of it, right? So he needs like a team to work on it. So.
All right, good luck. Good luck. Right, good luck. And if you make it happen, we will fillet you. All right, that's our show for the week. Check out our website at NooBTooB.com. Participate in our forums by clicking the community tab at the top of the front page.
Yes, if you're watching the video on YouTube, there's a subscription button right there. Remember, 10,000 by Christmas. We want it for us. Also, rate the video with 5 stars by clicking on Tobin's Junk, which has been very popular lately.
It has. Thank you. You're Yuzo Watanabe.
I'm Yuzo Watanabe.
And I'm Tobin Kazooie. Audio engineering for NooBTooB is done by Rain, swimming in the midget lane strong. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week. We're out. See ya.
Bang! Fuck, I'm dead!
Oh, okay. All right, where were we?
Oh, look, a safe room. Nice.
Dude, what happened to you?
God damn you. All right, let's wait.
Let's try it again. Hold on.